Everybody, we got a question about creating group assignments. It's pretty straightforward. So what we need to do is go into a course, all right? But instead of going to create an assignment by going into modules and going into assignments, what we want to do is go to people. All right, here you're going to see, by default, you're going to have everyone right here, all your students in the class. What you need to do is create a class. Now, I was just messing with this earlier by creating an entire class, but what you do is create a group set. All right, so what we're going to say is this is going to be a kind of group that I'm going to make. So, and there's a number of kinds of groups you can make. You can make individual groups for individual assignments. So I say this is assignment number 4 or something like that, or it could be like quarter 3 creative groups, right? Or it can be some kind of like high-low relationships or affinity groups, or I don't know how you use groups. In this context, I'm going to do quarter 3 creative project groups. All right, so that's going to be the name of my group. All right, and so I can either allow self-sign up, so I can allow students to sign up themselves into groups. In this case, I want to have it auto-created. I can, of course, if I have multiple sections, I can require groups members to be in the same section. Now, that'll matter to some of you because you could technically create groups across sections, which would be actually kind of interesting. But maybe you don't want to do that. So maybe you want them to require to be in the same section, so you'd have to click this button. Now you can create groups manually here. That's what's by default here. Or I can split the groups up automatically. So this is something that I don't have to do myself. I just say the number of groups. Now in this specific class, I have 14 kids. I know that I'm going to want to have, say I want 2 kids to a class, and so I would hit 7 groups or something like that. In this case, there's only 5 questions I have. And so for this group set, I am only having 5 groups. Okay. Now you can add other group sets. All right. I can require group members to be in the same section. It's another way to do it right there. So instead of self-sign up group structures, I would hit require groups, right? Or you can manually create them. So I'm going to have it auto do it here. I'm also going to have a leader, right? So automatically assign a leader to a group. That's what I'm going to do. All right, so there's a specific leader that's in charge of that group. So I'm going to hit save. All right, so right now it's going to randomly go through my class, right? And it's going to assign these groups. So I can see right here, Q3 creative group number 1, and this is going to be, so 2, 2, 3, 3, 3. Those are the groups here, right? And so this is going to be Ava's the leader, and it's going to be Ava and Christian, right? Or Ethan's the leader, and it's going to be Ethan and Theo. So Alexa, and that's also with Sam and Ashley. We have Jordan with Victoria and Noelle, right? And then finally Aaliyah shows she's the leader with Justin and Lorraine. All right, so this has been completely randomized. I can create manual groups, of course, or I can create other types of groups up here as well. All right, so those are ways to do that. All right. So that's my group set. Now that I have a group set made, now I can go over to my module, and then I can create an assignment. All right, so let me just pull up a unit that I'm in the middle of. So I'm in unit 4 here, and let's just hypothetically say I'm going to create an assignment, and that assignment is going to be the quarter 3 project, right? Just as an example, right? So I'm going to add that item. Now, obviously, when you add an assignment, it populates down at the bottom of the unit. There it is, right? So Q3 project. So when I go into it, I'm going to want to get in and edit it. right? And I'm going to put in my statement on what I need to do, right? And I'm going to give a point value. In this case, it's going to be a project. All right. Submission type, it's going to be online. I'm going to want some kind of web URL because it's going to create a project, or a file upload, I guess, something like that. Yeah, I could check plagiarism, so forth. But where we want to get to is this a group assignment? Yes, it's a group assignment. Click that. Now, do I want to assign grades individually to each student, or automatically do I want it to be one grade for the entire group? So in this case, for me, I'm going to have one grade for the whole group. I'm not going to assign each individual person a grade. So when someone from the grade submits something, only one person, if one person submits it, everyone else, it's submitted for them as well. Right, so if I go on to theirs, so say like Ava uploaded it, then her partner is going to see that an upload has been made on her behalf as well. So when I click on the other student's account, you're going to see the work from both of them. Also, when I apply one grade to a person in that group, it's going to go to everybody in this case. Now, if I assign grades to individual students, I'm going to have to manually give grades for each one, but the one assignment was turned in for everybody. So here, when I click on what group set, well, I want to click on the group set that I just created, Group 3 Creative Project, right? And so then I would put in a due date and hit save, right? So now it's a group project, and people have been assigned to groups. When I assigned them to a group, they were notified. They had an email sent to them of what group they belong to for this project that I'm about to do. So that's pretty much it for creating group assignments. And I hope that it works out. If you have any questions or follow-up, just go ahead and email us at edtech@AquinasHS. Thank you.